This is now all hooked up. I think that actually... Ooh, that was silly of me. That may have just blown something. Hope I'm wrong. Fairly certain that could potentially have just pushed too much power through the network. 2 APCs potentially dumping power out at the same place. Oh, there's a risk. Does need to go through there. Let's tidy up this spider's web of wires, though. There we go. Get that. There's... yeah, Spectrogrim, you are quite correct. I need the external gas sensor on the internal network so that this can all talk to itself. How, though? Everything is kind of crisscrossing. I could move all of that up by one. This is such a jank system now. Oh, it pains me. We can move all of this up by one. Hope no storms decide to roll on through while I'm doing this. Oop. No. Oh wow, that's quite large. I'm gonna have to rewire those, I suspect. Okay, so I need that. That's the weather station. This is flashing light, klaxon speaker, storm timer. No. Let's have a look through here. I need to find storm timer. On the plus side, there's less things now. Well, there should be. They are all hooked up, right? Time display, recycler, stacker, bunch of stackers, tool manufacturer, weather station, advanced furnace, auto lathe. It feels like I'm not seeing it for some reason. Ah, balls. Okay, that's how they didn't get hooked up. Alright, okay. My fault. Sorry, chat, just spotted you all screaming, they're not hooked up! We got it. Got there in the end. Another station. There may be something on its way. Now seeing the flashing lights, so... Not being seen? No, why not? Just see. That needs to be the weather station. Needs to be a flashing light. Needs to be the klaxon. Damn it. Of course it would actually happen while I was doing this. You close. Oh yeah, now you're working. Thanks, Sting. Just my bloody luck. Well, there we go. That's all where it needs to be. This is now fully charged. Perfect. Okay. I want my 2 active vents. Oh no, this can't go there. Damn it. Oh, that's vexing. Because it's directly in the way of the active vent. Unless I pull all of the sensors right down to the bottom, but that feels clunky. Is it the worst thing, though? Possibly not. This is the problem with a small edifice that you're trying to turn into an airlock. It is difficult to make that work. Demanding things not be clunky in this game is asking a lot. Fair. That is fair. I'll take that one on the nose, sure. Gonna need to name this again. Both of them set to intake. Oh, I put all the pipes outside, didn't I? Drat, damn, and blast. Oh well. So I'm going to do the same on this side. I'm going to basically have all the... Actually, I could just run that right along the perimeter rather than through the middle. That would save me... I think that would save me a couple of wires. Sucked up. At the very least, I've got stuff to do while I'm in here. Could be a lot more boring. That will allow this to... the pipe to go outside, this pipe to come in somewhere and connect to the internal atmospherics pipe. And that one has to do the same, basically. This is a bit of a nasty storm, isn't it? I still need to put some double glazing out there. Feel a little bit concerned about that. And that's eventually going to come a cropper on me. How's the corn doing? Thriving towards fruiting. Nice. Fern seeds are ready for harvest. Or rather, the ferns are ready for harvest. So I'll collect them now. 6 whole seeds. Just replant. Till the corn's ready. And then we'll replace the 6 on the outside with corn. Sorry, the 3 on the outside with corn as well. Wow, this storm is really lasting, isn't it? Get some more tomato seeds. Yeah, so the way it's going to work is I'm going to have the internal, both vents, so this will be quite a fast airlock ultimately. Well, that's my hope anyway. They will push into the network of my atmospherics here. The external ones will just dump everything outside. It doesn't really matter where it goes, as long as it gets out. I could even use pipe cowls rather than... Actually, yeah, pipe cowls might be quite useful in that sense. What do I use ferns for? Purely for oxygen. The main thing the ferns do is provide oxygen. May as well swap this all around. There we go. What's the atmosphere in here right now? Oh, it's 23 degrees. Oh, yeah, that makes sense, actually. It's dropping in pressure because I am pulling out the oxygen as the plants are creating it, and I'm not really replacing it with too much. On that note. Yep. Hooray! Perfect. Okay. So we need pipes. Quite a lot of pipes. And 2 pipe cowls, I think. I may even be able to hook that in without two... I might be able to do that right now, actually. That one is going... Where does that one go? Because that connects up there, but where's that go? Oh, that's how it gets over here, isn't it? Yes, of course. Yeah, okay, fair enough. So we're not going to be able to fuss around with that one too much. Okay. That is very loud. Didn't realize how loud they were. Would it be a good time to make a second building? It wouldn't be a good time for me right now, no. But yes, ultimately, yes. Just that right now, that would involve me doing a lot of work. And I am nowhere near ready to do that. I bet I'm going to need to... No, damn it. You were on the right thing. And I clicked off because I'm a dumb. Where are you? How's all my stuff? Oh, actually, is it over there? Oh, wow. When did that turn on? I don't know. They're not power? Oh, we're drinking power suddenly. Oh, because the storm was all the way through the day, wasn't it? Okay. Yeah, we weren't able to charge our batteries pretty much throughout the entire storm. Brutal. Maybe I'm going to need to set up that generator as much as I thought I never would. No, I'm not quite sure why that one won't even turn on. Like, it shuts down straight away. What's going on with it? Locked? Huh. Anyone know why that won't work? Oh, was it damaged in the storm, maybe? Is there a way for me to tell? I honestly don't know. I'm quite perplexed. Let me go and fix these panels for now. Hello, Jaime. How you doing, mate? Yeah, if anyone has any clue what could be causing those devices not to power up, please do share. Because I am perplexed. Maybe I'll just disconnect it for now. Definitely gonna need more, so let me just print a couple more. Oh, I pulled out the iron. While it might seem that conserving my fuel here is really important, I don't actually think it is. Just because I'm on a planet with an atmosphere that I can just put into my jetpack. That should be okay. Oh, you're quite right. I said... oh. Wow. It was turning the pipe bender off because there was no storm. Oh, that was fantastic. Thank you very much for spotting that, chat. Thank you very much. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. You are wonderful. Alright. How do you spot these things when I don't? I am deeply ashamed. Ashamed. I need 2 pipe cowls now. That was sincerely well spotted. Honestly impressed. Want just 2 of these? These will be in actually, I don't need that. Okay, yeah. I need to move a couple of things around before I put the pipe cowls on. Also, how many hours of bug tracking did that just save? Probably a few. Like, in the future me would have spent a while trying to work out what that was wrong. What had gone on right there? Future me would have spent a good while trying to work that out. I need to remove you. Is that really only running down? Off that? Huh. I think we can handle putting a main power cable through there instead. I'll have to see, though. There we go. Can I... Do I have enough cables for this? Shall see. Cool. Those should be able to drink power out of the kit battery a lot faster now. Ultimately, I want to move the kit battery inside anyway, just because I've been told that it would be significantly more energy efficient since I'm bleeding energy out just from the cold. Yeah, that is actually charging. Good. Dump. Let's sort this out. Quite a significant redesign of this area, but you know what? I don't think it's a bad one. Damn it. There we are. Now I just need to get this all the way through. I'm going to have to extend the pipe there to connect to that one before I go inside and sort that out properly. But I wonder if this will work. If just having a simple pipe cowl venting the atmosphere out here will be enough. I dislike having a loop. Greatly dislike having a loop down here. Even though I know that in the game it doesn't cause any issues. So it's not like that instead. I'm gonna want to. Do I want a flashing light up top or just a regular light? Is a question that I hadn't considered, but I should have. Also, that'll do. Also, sorted. Light. Speaking of how many hours, when was the last tea break? An hour and a half ago. Do we want a flashing light in the airlock? I sort of feel like maybe I need one. Or something to let me know what the progress is on getting out of the airlock. Maybe, no, that's going to have a pipe going that way. Actually, I could bring that pipe up and connect. Ooh. I could. Diode slide? What the heck is that? Okay. Alright. I'll print 2 lights for this. We'll see what we can do. Oh, I left that on. No wonder this thing was drinking power. My goodness. I had that on this whole time. Madness. Also, hello there, Rattlehead. How you doing? Thank you very much for the raid there. Light. Kit lights. Kit flashing light. Kit lights. I'll just get two lights. What do I need for that? Iron and copper. Iron. Copper. Make me 2. How goes the Stationeer? It goes well so far. We are currently trying to get the last big job that I had on my list of things to do done. And that is to get a proper airlock made. Bit of a tall order now, given that I'm going to have to try and squeeze all of this in to just 30 minutes, but we'll see what we can do. Oh, actually, before I do that, I need this. gas sensor up here. That one will be reading the external atmosphere. Oh, now it's hooked up. I want a light in here. Just a regular light will do. I don't think it needs to be a flashing one. Light round, sure. But then you wanted a diode one. Diode slide, okay. Could even have it up there. Sure. You know what? Let's give it a go. I have no idea how that's going to work. I think this might well work out for us. Okay, let's pop that down there. Right. External gas sensor. Airlock gas sensor. Airlock light. Focus diode. An internal vent. Okay. The Dapper Den, that's fine. External door. Actually, I should put that. I mean, it's rather overconfident of me to think I'm only going to ever need one one entrance into this base, but sure. Everything is looking good. Airlock is good. Open the vent. Whoosh. Right. At this point, I can turn off all of that. Open my helmet. Go grab a drink. I deserve one. I did not leave the vent on outdoors. I double-checked that. But thank you for checking. Okay. So, vent-wise, I did not print enough pipes. Oof. Lights just came on. Let me turn mine off then. Otherwise it's way too bright. Oh, I need to have my wrench in. There we go. I think this is now hooked up to that. For the time being, I'm just going to turn that light on. I'll probably run up here. Yep, connects in. Perfect. There we go. Airlock internal vent, airlock internal vent, external vent, external vent. Right. Why is there internal safety? What? Oh, the internal when it's pulling gas in. Right. Okay. There we are. That started again. Okay. It's not much, but it's home. Now, now comes the programming. Let's close that first. In fact, let's turn that off as well. I might actually leave that on most times. Diode size has a setting value. Set it to a percentage value between 0 and 1 to indicate the... Oh, okay. The sensor on the airlock is not working. Why? Is there something I'm missing there? No, this one's reading the correct gas pressure outside. It is, you just spelled wrong. So I was kidding with you. What do you mean? You're gonna have to be very clear because I am dyslexic, so I will look past a spelling mistake 50,000 times and not have a clue what's wrong with it. Airlock, airlock. I called the outer one Stationeers. Ah, thank you. There we are. Perfect. Actually, while I'm out here. Let's pop these in here. Grabs a good one. Alright. Not much time left, unfortunately. This might be a bit of a tall ask. Batteries also managed to run down quite a lot. I'm a little bit concerned about that. Maybe the best thing I could do right now is extend out my solar panels at the top. We want wall. Kit wall. Just want steel for this. Going to mostly just want steel for all of what I'm about to do. Need one of those. Oh, apparently I misnamed the diode as well. Thank you. Okay. Airlock progress diode. Confirm. Thank you, chat. Let's quickly go and place this down so I know what I need to bring. I think it's plastic and then plastic sheets are next. Yeah, plastic sheet and then glass. And that's sorted. I've got the glass on me. Then I'm going to make 1 or 2 more steel frames. It'll overhang a bit, but it will allow me to get another 1 or 2 tracking solar panels, which should fix that problem. He says, with a great deal of hope. Actually, I'll just store those. Right. Frame. Let's get another 2. Yeah, we'll need more heavy wire as well. Da-da. What do I need for this? Astroloy. Damn you! However, what if Astroloy is easy to make? Really? Why have you got to be so bloody annoying? I've got to get cobalt for it, so no. It is not easy to make. We need solar. Get solar panels. Gold and copper. Got 2 of these. The tracker ones do come in hardened, yeah. But you've got to use a much more advanced alloy to make them. Which is a tad bit of a problem. I'm gonna just let that one build a bunch. Don't ask how that's suspended over the base. Just try not to think about it. I could actually just add some frames so it makes more sense. You know what? It's going to annoy me if I don't do that. How many we've got? That should be good enough. Victim of my own fastidiousness. Yeah, make me... Actually, make me 3. And I'm going to make another solar panel as well. Thank you. I'll be able to make exactly... Well, I could make 2 more, but I'm going to make just 1. Hey, Mirage. Aavak started the stream 9 hours. Let's see if he's still at it. On that note, thank you for reminding me, because I will be wrapping up the stream as soon as I've done this part. I'm not sure if I'm going to have time, I'm afraid, to get the airlock working. Hopefully you can forgive me for getting most of the tasks set. Almost got all of our objectives done. But I do need to be at least a little bit responsible with the fact that I'm going to be flying tomorrow. If I stay up all this time, that's going to make my flight a bit of a nightmare. Yep. I'm gonna need some glass, aren't I? Yes, yes I am. At the very least, I can get this hooked up. I'll be able to see if this is enough, which it actually might not be. Scooch past, thank you. Please don't push me off. Bloody solar panels. You're a menace. Got that little track now. Do I have enough glass? Oh, I do. Thank goodness, because I really didn't know if I was going to have enough. Let's go and get this hooked up as quickly as we can. There we go. We've now got more to repair once storm hits, but that's not too bad, I don't think. Again, we've got a couple of little ones just on the side facing dawn, so that in the morning we get a little boost of power. There's no reason not to have them there, except for the fact that they keep breaking. I guess I could just replace them with the hardened variants that I can make for those ones with the materials that I've got. But we've just, you know, reasonably expanded out our power production. That should comfortably fill up now. Yeah, could encase all of the solar in glass, but then I would need to deal with the cooling of them. But it's just not. It's not that much that high of a priority for me, if I'm honest. I would be much more likely to do it if I could have, if I could make a larger glass wall than just these little panels here. I kind of understand why I can't. But nevertheless, I wish I could. An extra battery. That is most certainly something I could do. I can even have it stored up here. And then the power running across the side. Or just make an extra tall one. I wonder what those ones require. Get battery large. Starlight. Not actually that difficult one. That difficult of one to get, though. I still need the cobalt, though. And that is going to be a project for another time, I think. Right. Let's have a last look at what we've done. I'm a little bit crestfallen that we weren't able to get the airlock set up. But we have done a good bit of work towards getting it set up. I'm happy to see that. We've also got amazing mining goggles now, so realistically, we can get any material. Oh, there's a floater down there. Any material we want in any quantity we want. I need to repair the landscape somewhat, but it is what it is. All right, let me show this a little bit better. There's the sun. There's our solar panels. These ones are barely getting anything now. We built an advanced furnace in tonight's stream. We haven't really used it to any... Well, I mean, I say we haven't used it to any great success. We have now got said super awesome goggles that allow me to see where things are in the ground. So, again, at this point, I can find any material I want. That's not going to be a difficulty. But getting stellite would be an important one. We have massively increased my availability of alloys. 304 iron there, 120 copper, 161 silicon, 140 lead. I mean, quite a lot of it I will continue to smelt down into ingots just because I can combine them that much better, and then I can just use the ingot in the smelting process rather than using the ore, the dirty ore. We have laid the groundwork for what I'm hoping is going to be a really cool airlock in time. We'll have to see about it, though. I would very much like this to be a fun airlock setup. It's going to be a lot faster once we set it up using the vents in batch to pull air in or push. To push air back into the base or push it back outside. We're going to use the sensors to equalize. Like, the other airlocks seem to just always assume you're aiming for 100 kilopascals, whereas we're going to be able to set this airlock up to read what the pressure is in the other room and balance the two pressures. As the pressure in that room goes down, it aims to balance it. It'll adjust how much air it's trying to pull into the airlock or expel from the airlock as the need demands. We have expanded out the solars again, so power should not be an issue, and we have been actively making some tomato soup. Let's get all of this out. We'll head on inside, make sure those are both off. Tunk. There we go. We've only got 81 kilopascals in here because, unfortunately, we did have another mistake. We try not to talk about it. There we are. Turn those off. But in here, it's actually quite pleasant at this point. It's temperature controlled. We've got a larger scale oven now. Got a shelf for all of our foods that we are basically not going through, because apparently tomato soup is just that awesome. We have got well, they're thriving towards seeding. I want to let them seed before I gather them. The tomato plants are doing well. The base auto regulates its temperature. It also fills up my oxygen canister, doesn't overfill it. It manages that automatically. This isn't doing anything automatically yet, but maybe I will set it up to. It'll manage itself, and it'll manage the wall heater over there. In terms of the beacon, we've moved out around a little bit. Still indoors, so we are still able to to get back in no matter what. We have kind of ruined our view a little bit out of this window, which makes me sad. Perhaps we'll extend the base further back yet again. We'll see. We've got the packager, so that's how we've been making the tomato soups. And this thing is full of potatoes right now. You know what? Let me quickly wrap things up with gathering some seeds. We are now at the point where we're getting quite a lot of tomato seeds, actually. Yep. It does look like you were right in that the... Oven just doesn't mind. We can just store as much in there as we want. We've got all the tomato seeds that we can have. I want to move that thing away from the wall, but honestly, I'm afraid of touching the bloody thing. Yet, lest it decide to glitch out through the universe and take all my seeds with it. I would like to get another locker purely for the seeds, if I'm honest. That would be very, very nice, actually. Thriving towards seeding. I'm going to let those seed before I do anything more. Likewise with this one. 3 corn on there, though. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. Oxygen filtration is doing well. It's barely touched these. Wow, really? It has barely touched them. Because it's managing itself. It only tries to filter oxygen if I need it in the tank. Which I usually don't, actually. These tanks are very nice. I'm very glad I got those. I do need to get a better O2 filter, though. CO2 filter, rather. That is definitely something to do. This one is now turned back on. It's going idle. There we go. It's managed to fill the tank for me. Yeah, pretty happy with it so far. But yeah, I managed to get the advanced furnace up and running. And our first taste of super alloys. We've laid the groundwork. I've got everything in place for us to code the airlock now. Everything we need is set. So when I come back from my trip, which is going to be about a week from now, we will be able to get on with that. That'll be the first thing we do. Actually, will it be the first thing? Let me just double check the atmosphere. Oh, we also built an advanced tablet, which I'm quite happy with. We could do with a little bit more in here, honestly. What's the pipe network at? Currently 31.9 litres. Only 8.55 kilopascals. I need to get some nitrogen in there. I just want to push an inert gas into this. Just to keep the pressure high enough to force the water to remain in liquid form. Shouldn't be too difficult. Temperature is only 7.66. It's not synchronizing with the room anymore because we actually removed that. Perhaps I should put that back on. Do I still have it in here? Yes, I do. You know what? Sure. We'll leave that on. Let it bring the temperature up in there. It'll result in more of the the H2O evaporating, but that's okay for now. It'll reach an equilibrium where the gases increase the pressure enough that the remaining liquid won't evaporate any further. But once we actually get some nitrogen inside, that'll sort itself out. There's not that much in here though, which is quite nice. Very good to see. But I am about to add a fair bit more oxygen in here because I would like to increase the pressure in this room just a little bit before we wrap things up. So it's either ice or oxide. Maybe a little bit of both. Sure. Ice it is. Tonk. Yeah. And the steam is now condensing, which is good to see. I could add a little bit more oxygen in here. That'll get pushed out into the vents. There we are. Almost up to 100 kilopascals. Not too bad for a day's work. I do need to get a lot more CO2 in here, though. I'm worried about my plants. Quite worried about my plants, actually. Oh, Sumi, thank you so much for the ridiculous support. 102 months. Dear Lord. Is Frostgrave still on the docket? Yeah. I am going away for a week. So this last week, basically I had guests over for a week. I had a week where I wasn't doing anything, and now I'm going away for a week. Effectively, all of my kind of seasonal meeting family, socializing with friends, that's kind of gotten shifted a bit in the year, just because schedules wouldn't align otherwise. So Frostgrave has been on hiatus. I realize it's been on hiatus for a couple of weeks now, a good long while, but it's one of those games where it can take me anything from 2 or 3 hours up to 6 hours to record an episode, depending on what I'm working on in the episode and whether I want it to, kind of neatly encapsulate the construction of that thing. For example, with the bridge, that took ages because so much time had to pass for them to finish the work on that. But I didn't want to leave it half finished. So with this last week, I focused on recording things that were easy to record, because otherwise I would probably run out of time and I wouldn't get enough done to cover this week and next week. So we will be getting back to Frostgrave, but it won't happen until I'm back from my trip. Mechanics are similar to Space Station 13 when it comes to building airtight rooms, etc., etc. Yeah, no, absolutely. To me. All right, everything is done now. That's going to be it from me. I hope you have enjoyed. I have enjoyed. Let's close that up. I'm really liking this place. I'm pretty proud of what we've managed to put together. The fact that it is effectively a safe and stable environment for me to be in while wandering around is also a big plus. If I do expand the base, I'm strongly considering a lateral expansion rather than an expansion in this direction. Make it wider rather than longer. And the large part of that is that I would be able to extend this window out another bunch of tiles and then install another grow light above those plants. That would allow me to have double the production of plants in this room. I think that would actually be really, really nice. It would also give me a little bit more wall space to install a couple of things. And one of those things I would very much like to install would be a suit dock there. So when I come in, I can simply take off all of my hard suit, my space suit, and just be down to my my uniform underneath. And then the suit will automatically refill its oxygen, empty out its waste tank, refill the jetpack, so on and so forth. I think that would actually be really, really good expansion to the base. But before then, airlock, and also probably before then, workshop. Because realistically, this would be a fairly well, that being said, this would be less of an expansion than a whole workshop. So maybe airlock first, then expand the internals. There we go. We actually spent long enough chatting that it is dawn. The grow light is kicked back on to continue to help the plants get enough of a boost through the morning, and just after a little bit, the lights will turn off as we move into the day proper. They'll stay on a little bit. The grow light comes on a little bit before dawn. I thought the mountain was disappearing. The grow light comes on a little bit before dawn and goes off a little bit after dusk, whereas the lights come on, stay on until a little bit after dawn, and turn on a little bit before dusk. How about a Letteran expansion? No. We're good. Yeah, we've ruined the view here, so possibly another expansion out in that direction is on the cards. This will eventually be an airlock, I'm thinking, into another room. We'll see what we do. But that is going to be it. As the sun climbs on the horizon, I leave you with this view of our beautiful, beautiful living space. Thank you very much for joining me, everyone. I hope you enjoyed.